Hi, I'm Chineye Charles. I'm a telecoms consultant.
Hi, I'm Chineye Charles. I'm an entrepreneur.
And you are watching
5 years after.
The first 5 years of our marriage has been very interesting. Our marriage is kind of unique because we were friends for over 10 years before we started dating. So the first 5 years, as against other marriages that you see out there, didn't have all the hiccups and all the learnings, trying to understand each other. We're already friends, so we kind of blended in. So it just continued the friendship into marriage and children came in. So it was just like the journey continued for us in 5 years.
In my own opinion, it's been interesting, okay? Like you said, it's been a smooth ride because we've been friends for years. It's been fun, really, and children came along. Then apart from that, we still had a bit of, from my own end, a bit of issues when it has to do with, I like my things the way the way I keep them, when I keep them. So I would say a bit of OCD, kind of. And so when he came along and, I wasn't used to him
rearranging your life.
Rearranging my life and all that. So it was that was just the only place I would say we had a bit of challenge. But so far it's been interesting.
Our wedding day, the wedding was in Abuja. I had to move the wedding from Lagos to Abuja. Was because we moved it because, thanks for reminding me. Lagos was too expensive, I'm sorry, for the wedding. And we had a lot of family in Abuja. So we thought about it. Okay, let's try Abuja. And my uncle was also my godfather as a pastor in Abuja. So he says, okay, come over and have your wedding in my church. I was like, okay, good. That's how we moved it. So the wedding day was, I didn't do a batch eve, so I wasn't tired in the morning. Although we got back, me and my friends, we hung out and got back about 3 a.m. Got to the wedding before my wife. And I had to send my car to go and pick her because the car she was supposed to use didn't come through that morning. So I had to rush in, and the car I came with had to go out and pick her. My wife, she can be very gangster, just to say it kindly.
Well,
she took a taxi.
Exactly.
So she waited for the car did not come. She decided to take a taxi. So she wore her wedding gown with her chief bridesmaid and went outside the hotel in Abuja and flagged down a cab and entered the cab. And I was calling all through, where are you? She said she's in a taxi. I'm like, you can't be serious, you can't be in a taxi. I got to church, I jumped down, and my best man and the car I took had to go back to pick her. So I said, she was already almost in church. She wanted to take a taxi and enter the church. I said, no, stop. Somewhere that nobody will see you. The car had to go back and pick her and bring her into church. We had a rule that, no, you have to be in church early. So we got in and did what we had to do, took our vows. It was a lovely wedding. My friends came late. That's one bad thing that happened. My groomsmen all came late. The bridal train were all seated and nobody from my side. My best man was just with me. And in the middle of service, they started strolling in. Apparently when I went to sleep, they decided to continue the party and, got in. I think they got into the hotel like 6 a.m. and the service was 10. I don't blame them. It's their time. So the wedding reception, I'm very shy. So to dance into the hall was a bit, difficult for me.
Challenging.
So my friends, very interesting friends, gave me a drink. It was spiked a bit, and I started dancing, and my wife was surprised that I could dance. And I danced like I've never danced before. And, I know it's...
I remember when you were dancing. At a particular time, there was this move that you made, and no, this is not my husband. Something is really wrong. And my sisters, even till now, my sister still remembers. She She was the last time she stays in Abuja, so I went to visit her. I can't remember. It's been a long time, not really long though. I went to see her, and she was like, "You that you were dancing with your husband, and when you saw your husband overstepping more than you had to you were shocked." I was like, "Yeah, because I know my husband on a normal day he cannot even move around because he's very shy."
We met, interestingly, in the village. We share cousins, so we went for an event, burial of one of our uncles, and first time we met, we were just, a cousin to a cousin, all friendly, everybody hang out, that's it. No intent to date, no intent to do anything out of the ordinary. My first impression when I saw her, like I said, we met in the village, so there was no impression, as it were, as a guy will see a girl and he's in love, Well, we were friends, we shared cousins, so we just took it we thought we were family at some point, so there was no, backyard desires, as it were, so, we just took it from there. No impressions, no hardcore feelings, no butterflies in the belly at the beginning.
We've been friends for 9 years. Yeah. So initially, the first impression, there was nothing really. We're just friends.
Nothing going on.
We just saw each other as just friends. Nothing really. So the friendship grew after 9 years, yeah.
We share the same name, which funny is unique. Our wedding card was Chineke West Chineke. So nobody knew who was top or bottom, but it makes documentation easy. Mm-hmm. So she can claim what I have and I can claim what she has. Yeah. But our middle names are different, so that's the differentiating factor. So Chineke Charles, Chineke Abuchi Charles for me, Chineke Pearl Charles for her. But if we don't put the middle names, come on. She can't collect my money in the bank though, but that's...
Don't worry, when I'm going to trick you, I'm going to do something to you. You'll be amazed.
No, you put my passport, you have to have my face, or my fingerprints. But okay. That's about it. Yeah?
For me, I get this reaction whenever people ask, okay, so what's your name? I'm like, Chineke, what's your husband's name? I'm like, yeah. You guys bear the same name? I'm like, yeah, we do. Yeah. So far, we always get that reaction anytime we meet people for the first time. We always get that
And the interesting part is our first son's name is also Chineke as well. Yeah. Courtesy of our father, he gave the name. So we are 3 Chinekes in the same house, 3 Chineke Charles in the same house.
What are those things that you do to keep the relationship going?
Things that I do. Try to spend more time with you. I can be busy, even if it's playing game. But do dinners, do date nights, watch movies together, stay and play game. I'm trying to, I'm working on it. I'm going to teach you how to play FIFA and Street Fighter and every other thing. So that would help, so we can play games together till 2 a.m. And date nights, talking more, especially when the kids are not around. We have enough time to talk, so we need to. So those are things I will do to make sure that there's still some fire in the relationship. Okay. So when you first met me, did you know I was going to be your husband?
No.
Oh gosh. All right.
No, I would say no. Because we met so many years ago, 10 years ago, that's before marriage. And I'll still say no. Because I know we share cousins. And I remember there was a time Chineke was like, Chineke is also our cousin. I was like, okay, why don't you...
Too many Chinekes in the family.
Why are you not moving on with your relationship? I'm like, what relationship are you talking about? We are just friends. And she was on my case for a while until finally I said, okay, let's see how it goes. Remember the day you came to my sister's place to Drew, and you told me to wait for you for 5 years?
Yeah.
That was in 2006 or thereabouts.
Yeah.
And I was 5 years. You must be joking.
It was
I should be married by then.
Yes, you said so.
2006. That was what I told her. I should be married by then.
And 5 years after, you are still single, so, you got married.
And 5 years after, yeah, we got married, so.
Okay, so you didn't see any interesting thing in me. All right.
Then, yes, with that.
Because I didn't have money,
yeah. I'm very skinny, I'm black. What aspect of marriage were you most pleasantly surprised by?
It was the part of it being so interesting and easy. People always have this fear, I also had the fear, if I get married, stuck with one person, how would you, wake up the same person, sleep the same person, but it was just a pleasant experience. It was, with the friendship, with the kids, with family and everything. So it's a myth that was broken, which made it pleasant. So the fact that everybody is afraid and we made it through and it was interesting, keeps being interesting, that made it, that's the most pleasant thing about marriage. The fact that you can make your own story, create your own world and not be conformed to whatever system that is operating out there. That's the most pleasant thing about marriage for me.
Okay.
You want to ask another question?
No. I want to say for my own part. Just at what you've said. I remember there was a day I was gisting with someone and the person was like, have you guys had a major quarrel? Have you guys fought or anything? And I'm like, no. And the person was like, are you sure? I'm like, no, we've not really fought. There's nothing, as in we've not really had a major argument. Mm-hmm. And the person was like, no, are you sure you are not hiding? So for me, that's really something good. Okay, it's a surprise because I was also scared that when I was that when I get married, that like you said, there's a myth that the first year there must be quarrel, there's going to be fight and all that, but we never had that issue. So for me, that was a surprise. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so.
Do you see marriage as an accomplishment, like a trophy? You've achieved something in life by being a Mrs.
Marriage, yeah, it's an accomplishment. It's one of the accomplishments. Okay, because when you get married, you have kids. When you get married, you have a husband to yourself. So yeah, I would say it's an accomplishment. It's better than being single. So
is it?
For me, in my own opinion, it's better than being single. So for me, it's an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's good. It's something you take off on your bucket list. Yeah. It's a trophy you keep, or it's a trophy you keep cleaning and you keep renewing and you keep making the best of, instead of it just being, on my CV I am married. No, it's much more than that. So it's an accomplishment that you keep working on to make it better. Yeah. As the years go by, you renew the wine. It's every year is an accomplishment. So every year is a new story. Yeah. Every year is a new step. So that's marriage is an accomplishment, really. If you look at it, it is actually an accomplishment.
Yeah. At what stage of your relationship did you feel comfortable to start sharing finances? At what stage of your relationship did you feel comfortable to start sharing finances?
At the beginning. Share finances at the beginning. Okay. You knew my salary from beginning. You knew when I had an increase in salary. You knew when I had a bonus. You knew when I did PP and money. I got some money. It's very important that finances are shared at the beginning, because you don't want to go and marry someone and you feel he has 2 million in his account and he has only 20,000 naira. It's good we shared finances immediately. I know your salary, you know my salary. We know what is expected of us. What our expenses are, so we live within our means, and you can either save, invest, or do whatever you want to do with your finances, but it has to be shared from the beginning. First step, first time you meet, just do it, for advice for people. But, for us, our finances will be open. At least you have access to most of my money is with you, so it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. You are the kids that are richer than me. Yeah.
Okay.
What can I do for you to divorce me? Think carefully.
What can you do?
You have to think
I think
long.
if you cheat on me,
Okay.
yeah, that will really hurt me. I don't know if I'll be able to.
Divorce.
No, take you back.
Yipa.
Yeah.
One chance.
If you cheat on me, I think that's a good reason. Although, yes, as a Christian, we're meant to walk around it and all that. Well, sorry, the Bible is against divorce. But this particular issue, I don't think I'll be able to have you back. Once you cheat on me, I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the warning.
So make sure you don't cheat on me.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, what's one thing that I do that makes you feel glad you married me?
You don't stress me.
You mean this?
I'm telling you. Okay, let me give you a story. I think I've told you this before. At the time we had an argument when we just got married, and I was in the parlor playing game. I was angry, and you were in the room sleeping. You just told me, "Oh, I'm sorry," and you went to sleep. I was like, "Okay." I expected more drama. You should shout. But I was down in the parlor angry. I was like, "Am I angry because you didn't give me the drama, or am I angry because I'm upset?" And I thought to myself, "My friend, go in and sleep." I switched off the game. I came to sleep. And I got to the bed and I held you and you turned and you hugged me. I was like, okay, this one I was thinking was angry with me. And in the morning, so you just said, sorry, I went to sleep. And you're like, that's fine. Oh, why you didn't sleep? Oh, I'm sorry. And you hugged me again. I'm like, okay, this one doesn't have stress, so why should I be stressing myself? So, that's one thing I'm glad about. You're not a monitoring spirit, and you don't give me stress.
What else?
What else? You want me to add?
I want to hear more, yeah.
Jesus Christi. Okay. Oh, one very important thing. The kids. Because, I have a Christian background, my parents are, my dad's a pastor. So the fact that my kids are growing up in the right way is awesome to me. I know that they won't grow up, turning into what I don't want them to be. And you take your time to take care of them. You take your time to teach them. You take your time to pray with them. Now, David can pray. He sings only Christian songs. Nathaniel Bassey is his favorite artist. So that's something I'm glad about. Something I always wanted. I always pray to God that, please, God, I need someone that would sort out the home front while I'm outside trying to make money. And he did it, so I'm glad. Very glad, actually. Don't laugh too much. Can you stay away from sex with me for 2 years? For $2 million? Answer wisely. I'm an Igbo man, so you answer wisely.
2 years?
2 years, consider the money. $2 million, that's 750 million naira. 720 million naira, yeah. Can buy a lot of
For
things.
2 years?
2 years, it will end one day now.
That's 24 months.
It will end one day. I will be richer than she started. No. Just sacrifices have to be made.
No.
Sacrifice. That way we have to sacrifice. It's about sacrifice.
Okay, maybe not with you, but with someone else, huh?
No, that's not sacrifice. That's not sacrifice.
No, it's 24 months. No, that's a long time.
So they should make it shorter. They reduce the money. Yeah, 6 months, Abby. 6 months for 500K.
No, what's that? 500K.
So 1 million.
No, that's still very cheap.
Okay. So you've not answered the question.
No, maybe like $2 million, yeah.
For 6 months.
So you can work on that.
Okay, so you can't hold body for 2 years.
No, that's too long.
Okay.
24 months.
24 months.
That's enough time to have a baby.
2 babies, actually. Okay, that's a good answer. So I know that Mario doesn't like money. So that's...
I do actually, but not like that. No.
So sex and money, you prefer sex?
Yeah.
You like bad things?
You taught me well.
Exactly. I know. I'm impressed.
Hi, Chineye. Okay, so I'm here to say thank you so much. You've made the journey so far amazing, interesting. When I look back, I'm always grateful to God that He brought us together, okay? And you waited for me when I told you that I wasn't going to wait for you for 5 years, but you still waited. So I'm grateful. Thank you so much for loving me. Thank you for always putting me first. Thank you for always sacrificing. It means so much to me. It means so much to me, so much to the children too, that you're always here for us. Thank you. I love you. And I look forward to so many years with you. I know one day we'll come back to also talk about maybe 10 years, 15 years, 20 years together in marriage. Love you.
Chineye Pearl Charles, I just want to say I love you. Thank you for being an awesome friend, an awesome wife. Sometimes I call you my baby mama. You've given me great kids. You've held me up. You've shown me that life is good in marriage. You've been more than I expected. Just want to say thank you. I love you. And I'm looking forward to more years with you. Maybe more kids, but sweetheart, you have my heart, you have me, and I love you. Looking forward to greater years with you. Thank you.